Hi guys, it's Holly with Bookgasmic Review, and tonight I will be reviewing Switched by Amanda Hocking. This is the first book in her Trylle series, and all three books in the series have actually been out for quite a while in ebook format, but I managed to snag a arc of the soon-to-be-released paperback edition by St. Martin Press, which will be released on January 24th, 2012. So I'm going to try and keep this review as spoiler-free as possible since it hasn't been released yet. And first of all, let me say, being the cover whore that I am, when I saw the cover of this book, I flipped because it is so pretty. I know it's not showing up very well because there's a glare because it's so shiny, yes, but it's so pretty. Huh. Anyway, so, the plot, in a nutshell. Switched is about this girl named Wendy, and we meet her in the prologue on her 7th birthday as her mother attempts to kill her. Pretty much all her life, her mother has said that that wasn't her child and has called her a monster, and she tries to kill her finally on her 7th birthday. Flash forward 11 years in the future, Wendy is 18 and now living with her aunt and her very protective brother, and her mother has spent the entire time in a mental institution. We find out very, very early in the book that Wendy's mother, to a certain degree, was actually right, that she's not her child. Wendy's actually a changeling, which is a fairy baby that is left in place of a human child when it's stolen. Unfortunately, I can't really say too much more about the plot because I don't want to give anything away, so I will leave it at that and just discuss the book itself. Now, I read another book about changelings, and it was called The Replacement by Brenna Jovanoff, and that is one of my favorite books. It was just an amazing, amazing book, and I don't know if maybe subliminally I was sort of comparing The Replacement to Switched while I was reading it, or maybe it was just all of the hype that's sort of surrounded Amanda Hocking in this series, but I found myself to be extremely disappointed in this book. I had a lot of problems with it. Chief among them being the two main characters. Wendy is not a likable character in my opinion. She's very, very bratty, very whiny, very self-centered. When I was reading it, I likened her character to Cordelia Chase from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, minus Cordelia's redeeming qualities, if that tells you anything. Yes, I did not like her at all. And the male lead in the book is this character named Finn, who is sort of Wendy's bodyguard slash assassin. He came off as very one-dimensional, very like flat, cardboard, robotic, no emotion whatsoever. And you know, for 90% of the book, he just is so incredibly, like, I don't want to say boring, but robotic, basically, is the best way to put it. You know, very emotionless. And then at the very end of the book, we're supposed to believe that he wasn't that way at all. He actually had all of these deep-seated emotions that he was just very good at hiding. And I didn't buy that at all. I didn't buy, you know, them as a pair, as a couple, or a potential couple at all, either. And, I don't know. It just didn't work for me. Now, having said all that, this book was a very fast read. You know, I think it took me less than a day to read this, and I stuck with it until the end because I did want to find out how it ended. It's just, yeah. I was very disappointed in it, and I think I hyped myself up too much because I was so excited to get it and to read it, and it just didn't live up to my expectations at all. So unfortunately, I can't really recommend this book. And on my scale of 1 to 5 stars, I would have to give it a 2-star rating. So yeah, and I know a lot of people would disagree with me because this series is so hugely popular, but what can I say? Just not my cup of tea. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I didn't want to give away too many plot elements because I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't read it yet. So if you have a differing opinion, feel free to leave me comments. And as always, if you have book recommendations, anything, any kind of reviews you'd like me to do in the future, let me know. Show me some love, people. Yeah, so until next time, I will talk to you later. And as always, happy reading, guys.